Hey up, Rayvers. Yeah. You what? What's wrong with my vest? But it's been dead muggy, love. It's been dead hot. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Des Lynam wouldn't present in a vest, would they? No. Any road. Hey up, Rayvers. Welcome to Ray Ruttle's race night. Yes, welcome to the dining room for the 7:30 and the Never Been to Glastonbury Festival Chase. Because it should have been Glastonbury this weekend. I've never been. Have you been? Not sure if it's my cup of tea. Looks a bit crusty. Besides, I like my own comforts and my own bed. One of Dean's mates went years ago. Apparently he didn't have a poo all weekend. So, not really for me, I don't think. Anyway, I'm sure loads of folk love it. Any road, the Never Been to Glastonbury Festival Chase will be contested over a distance of 3 feet 11 inches and the going is firm. And there's 5 runners. And tonight's gate draw sees in gate 1 the Scarlet Pimpernel. Scarlet Pimpernel appears to have transformed into a Minotaur this week. Okeydoo. In gate 2, Don't Eat Yellow Snow. Up and down with his form a bit at the moment, but has been doing better of late than the horse in gate 3, Blue Mover, proving to be a little bit of a flop at the moment, Blue Mover. He needs to stiffen up his resolve and get another win under his belt. Oh, I've just realised what this means as well, because in gate 4, we've got Village Green Preservation Society, back in form after last Saturday's win. But that of course means that she's next to All White on the Night in gate 5. Oh dear, drawing these pair next to each other could be a recipe for disaster, because they don't get on, do they? No, they hate each other, them pair. The marshals will have to be alert to the risk of overly aggressive riding. Anyway, let's have a look at the odds. We've got outside bets on Scarlet Pimpernel and Blue Mover, both at 6 to 1. All White on the Night, 9 to 2. With Don't Eat Yellow Snow, second favourite, 10 to 3. But yet again, tonight's favourite, Village Green Preservation Society, 9 to 4. Remember, these odds are just for information purposes. Gamble responsibly, stop when the fun stops. Unfortunately, I didn't realise last week that going down to 1 race per week meant that I got lumbered with a washing up for a full week. So, only bet what you're prepared to lose. I were alluding to this earlier. We saw last Saturday a highly controversial incident where it appeared that All White on the Night and Village Green Preservation Society were making a beeline for each other to try and impede each other. I were very concerned that this sort of behaviour would risk bringing Ray Ruttle's race night into disrepute, but the disciplinary committee said no, this is what the fans want to watch. I'm not convinced. I'm worried we've set a precedent now, and we've opened Pandoras Box and all hell could break loose. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, regular viewer Paul has been in touch because he's raised some legitimate concerns about gate 1. Because the horses have been struggling there in recent weeks. And he suggests I might need to get my iron out. He reckons it's ever going on far side at track. I don't know if that's the case, you know. Let's have a look. The whole thing's creased, to be fair. Is that a stain? Might be a nickel food stain. Let's have a look here. Is that a bit of chocolate? Might be a bit of chocolate. But them observations are not borne out by the stats, no. If we look at the form guide from gate 1, it's had its fair share of wins. Yes, admittedly the last 3 races have seen low placings, but if we look at percentages, 25% of winners have come from gate 1, which would suggest it ain't as ever going as you'd think. Interestingly, gate 2 is the gate you don't want to be in. Only 8% of winners have come from gate 2. Although gate 2 does have the advantage, if you're in it, you don't come last. So interesting looking over these stats, isn't it? Any road, let's find out what happens tonight by making our way to the starting gates. And we're under starters orders. And we're off. and they all get a decent start, but maybe there is just a nickel crease on that far side as the Scarlet Pimpernel slows up and all the runners successfully evade the stool. But All White on the Night is going for Village Green Preservation Society. She's going for her. What is going on here? This is disgraceful. But Ruttle's hook has slowed the progress. It's Blue Movie from Village Green Preservation Society as they come to the last. It looks like Blue Movie's taken it. Well, I did warn about the repercussions of last week's shenanigans, and we've seen more controversial racing tonight. We're going to need another look at this. This was appalling, and you can clearly see here as the runners leap over the stool. All White on the Night starts angling towards Village Green Preservation Society very aggressively. And in response, Village Green Preservation Society appears to cut across All White on the Night. But as they get to Ruttle's hook, All White on the Night is snagged by Ruttle's hook and falls behind Village Green Preservation Society. And the Scarlet Pimpernel is also caught by Ruttle's hook and he's gone. He's out of it completely. And Blue Movie keeps his composure to run down Village Green Preservation Society and claim his first win since May. And Don't You Yellow Snow gets third, and All White on the Night looks like she's come for a bit of afters there. Not what we want to see at all. No. Let's get confirmation of the results. And the results of the Dining Room 7:30 and the Never Been to Glastonbury Festival Chase. First, outside bet, Blue Movie at 6-1. Somebody's done well if they backed him. Second, Village Green Preservation Society, despite the best efforts of All White on the Night to impede her. And in third, Don't Eat Yellow Snow. But this incident is exactly what I was concerned about. I think we've opened Pandora's Box now. It's open season, it's a free-for-all. Who knows what sort of carnage we could see on the racetrack in the coming weeks. If we ain't careful, it's going to be like the Wild West, and Sheriff Ruttle will need to clamp down on it. I think we should have stamped it out last week, but Denise said no. Apparently that's what you lot want to watch. So be it. Well, let's take a look at the season standings. Village Green Preservation Society strengthens her lead at the top as she opens up a 4-point gap from second place All White on the Night. Don't Eat Yellow Snow nicks another third place and another point to add to his tally. And Blue Movie, good to see him get a win. Doesn't change his position in the standings, but does improve his points total. Good to see him going it up. And of course we got Scarlet Pimpernel or Scarlet Minotaur this week. Who knows what we'll get next week. Anyway, he's down at the bottom, predictably. Any road, next race night is Saturday, the 4th of July at 7:30pm. So in the meantime, you can get online at radioreviews.co.uk/race night to check out the season standings, the full schedule, and information on how to sponsor a race. And you can catch up on any races you missed. They're all up there and all. And get in touch via Twitter or YouTube or whatever if you've got any comments or observations about the race nights. It'd be good to hear from you. And I will see you next Saturday. Okeydoo. Right, so you're saying I shouldn't do it to my vest next week? Right. Does that mean I've got to put trousers on or not?